Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already know that because you just be in the know. Welcome to the very last of my Spotlight series with the Rebel Grays from Juvia's Place. So I initially intended to do 5, but I apparently for some reason was going to stop at 4. Why? No. So I decided that I was going to kill a few birds with one stone. Why is that a saying? Anyways, I'm going to multitask, okay? We're going to do one more look with the Juvia's Place. Honestly, we aren't really using the quad as much as I'm mostly using this gray shade. I love the gray shade in here, and I'm still gonna say that I'm using the palette, but really, I'm here for this dark gray matte shade. But we're gonna use that, and I'm gonna use some of my About Face Fluid Eye paint. So this video is kind of a mix of both because I need to get started on the rest of my series using these. And I just randomly pulled out these colors. They make me think of Starburst. I just randomly pulled out these colors and thought, let's blend these together. I also might add in some multi-chromes, but let's see where the look takes us. So getting started, because I'm going to be using these liquid shadows, I'm going to just skip the Juvia's Place Eye Prime Shade 2. We're gonna get started. I have absolutely no idea what I'm planning to do for this look. All I know is that my brows took me like 5 minutes today, so I'm happy. I'm using my sludge case. I'll be doing a little compilation of all of the brow applications that I do with this. So look forward to that if you are interested. So jumping into these liquid eye or fluid eye paints, I'm gonna just grab a few brushes and let's see what we can see. Let's see what we end up doing. So I've actually had to put my brushes in just a Tupperware because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to store them in. So they're a little bit everywhere. Okay, so the shades I have, look at me. I'm gonna actually give you swatches today. I'm a real YouTuber. Okay, so we got this one. Why did I pull out a yellow? Jasmine, why do you keep doing this to yourself? I don't even know why I keep doing this to myself, but I do. So, okay, doing it to myself. All right, so these are the shades we're working with. First shade here, this beautiful orange. This is the shade Taxi Driver. And then the yellow is called It's Blitz. The pink is called On Point, and then Vintage Granada, but I like to call this shade Vintage Grandma, because the first time I got it, I was looking at it and I said, Vintage Grandma? And, oh, Granada. And I don't even know what a Granada is. Does it say grenade? No, it says Granada. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna keep calling that Vintage Grandma. All right, so let's go ahead, get something on the eye. I'm feeling like we might do a rather simple eye look with a little bit of a graphic twist. So let's jump right on in. For the base shade, I'm thinking, because we also got to work in this dark gray, I'm thinking, should we use the orange as our base shade? I kind of wanted to use this as my base shade. Let's use this as the base shade, okay? I'm gonna stick this all over the eye. Very pretty. And taking a fluffy shader brush, I'm going to just buff that in place. All right. And we don't need this to be super opaque. We are kind of using this as a base, so it doesn't have to be too much. Okay. I like that shade. That's a really nice wash of color. We're gonna add a little bit more. It'd be really cute for like a little dainty eye look or whatever. All right, Grandma. Looking good, looking good. All right, let's go ahead and blend in our crease color, that gray. I think so far using this palette or this quad, my favorite thing is mixing this shade with warm tones. So this will hopefully look quite nice. And that is working as a wonderful base. It really amplified that color, made it nice and opaque. I always like to just take that shade that I'm using on my outer V and smoke it under the lash line. That's nice. Now, I will say the shadow kind of like stuck where it met the fluid eye paint, and it's pretty much just staying there, which is not a bad thing. That's a pretty good thing. So that works for really keeping that shape nice and tight, if you can see. The camera is over here, but I want to look over here at the button, so that's why I'm always like, where is my face supposed to be? But yeah. All right, I like that. And you know what? We don't have to have this be super dramatic. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's use the shade, what is you called again? Taxi Driver. I'm gonna put Taxi Driver on the lower inner portion of the lash line. Here. And then again, need another brush. I think that's the only thing I dislike about working with liquids like this. If you don't want them to mix, you're using a ton of brushes to blend them out. Okay. I wonder when my motorcycle gang is gonna come by. That was just a loud little sports car. But I already saw a few motorcycles going by today, so. Oh, there's one. No, I need more than that. Come on now. If y'all gonna interrupt me, at least be consistent, okay? Okay, I kind of like that. It's really simple, very basic. Let's go ahead and turn this into a graphic liner look. With our pink, I'm gonna pop some on the back of my hand. And lines and dots, y'all, look. I'm not super exciting with the graphic liner, especially when it's dots. So I'm gonna put a dot under my brow, right in the contour, and then right there. I really like doing that weird formation for some reason. And let's just work on the inner corner for a minute, and then I'll see what happens over there. So then I just like to put like smaller dots. Now, am I messing up this look? Possibly. That's the risk you run, you know? And I kind of like when it's messy. Like, I don't need it to be super neat or super, like, you know, where you can really see what's going on and you can make out a shape. I just like the idea of, because from far away, it tends to look a lot better. And that's how I function, okay? So over here, I think I want to just do a wing with this pink, actually. So let's attempt that. That's always terrifying as well. So I'm just going to load up an angle brush. And I like to just, following the angle of my lower lash line, I'm just going to stamp it. And then I can look down. And I think I'm just going to fill in this triangle. And then looking up, I get that weird line, so I am going to look up. Bring that in so that our liner connects. Okay, just going to go back and forth. Try to get a little opacity because it kind of looks more white than it does pink. like it. Okay. What are we gonna do with this? Girl, you know what we can do? We can stick that right under the brow. That's always fun. I love a yellow brow bone. Shoot, that might, because I really feel like I can't use this yellow for anything else. That might end up going in my brow drawer because that's cute. You know what, guys? This is what I love about makeup. If you make a boo-boo, you just fake the funk until you get it the way you likes it. It sounds like a tractor. What is this? Street sweeper? Oh, there's a tractor. It's my customary noise. Yeah, like, look at that. I kind of just erased it. That's cute. Sorry about the noise. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more yellow. See if we can further erase that. Because I feel like the dots were just kind of ugly. And that happens, you know? That is awesome. We just erased most of that. That's cool. I like that for me. Yes. I'm just gonna see if we can get the rest of these circles to go bye-bye. Oh, we are almost there. Look at that. Look at that. Poof, you would have never known I did it. All right. That's how you do that. Okay. So now we can try to make that look a little bit better. Because, yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't too cute. It wasn't too cute, honestly. Okay, so I'm going back in with the Vintage Grandma shade. No added product, just seeing what we can do to buff a little bit more. I actually am going to add a little bit of Grandma just right there. Okay. All right, well now we gotta, oh, well we used the pink. We've used all the colors. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna really quickly do the other eye and then I'll come back to you before I do mascara to see if there's anything else we can do. I don't know, okay? Back in a jiffy. Okay, we're back. I didn't do my mascara yet because I wanted to see if I felt like I needed to do something else with this look before we did. I am really enjoying the liner. When I do this little divot type of technique, I feel like I get symmetrical liner, or as symmetrical as it's gonna get. I feel like it's something you can see more when I look down or when I look up. You know, having that sometime poof, Dion, having my sometime poof there, it really helps because I just make sure that this little divot is right in between that poof. And I feel like I can get liner that is both going the right direction and quite symmetrical. So I'm very happy with that, but the look doesn't look 100% finished to me, even though I'm really enjoying this combination of shades together. I really like these fluid eye paints. I like these more than the Moira's because the opacity is really, really there and easy to build up. And it's a formula that, like, once you put it where it needs to be, it dries. I don't really have skipping. I don't have bald patches. I don't have like creping or where you add more and it layers on top of each other in a very unflattering way. It just goes on very smooth. It dries very quickly, and I feel like this looks like really soft blended eyeshadow. I love that. I'm gonna keep the yellow shade. It splits in my brow product area though, because I love a orange or yellow brow, and I do like the orange on the lower lash line. I don't really know if you could tell that those are different shades, but I'll keep the orange out for eyeshadow, and I'm gonna keep this yellow for the brows because I love that. But I feel like this needs some shimmers because I can't help myself. What can I say? I'm a shim girl. I'm going to go ahead and use my Odin's Eye Multichromes. And I've decided that at the end of this year, I'm probably going to retire these for a bit and start working with my DD Signature and some of the other shifty, shiny shades and products that I have. So I feel like I've used this quite a lot. It's time to put her down. But looking at the shades I have on the eye and then looking at the shades we have as multichromes, I'm thinking I'm going to highlight just the center of, or the arch of my brow with the yellow one here, and that is this shade Maja. So we're going to do that first. I got this idea because I've decided it's time to really use my color cases. I'm gonna take this down the tail as well. To use my color cases, and I was able to figure something out while I was doing a lip swatch that makes me go, okay, it's time to really play with the multi-chromes. I do really love this palette, but I'm gonna move on to something else. And I'm still a little bit tempted to get the other bundle of multi-chromes from Odin's Eye, but we're gonna hold off. So, but yeah, I think the best way for me to get these shades to show up true to their base color on my skin tone is going to be to use that same base color on the eye. So if that doesn't make sense, don't worry about it, because I'm going to be showing you what I mean coming up. But that is a beautiful brow bone. Look at that. And it's luckily staying quite orange because it's going on top of yellow. So for the eye, now this would be the optimal time to use this red because we've got that maroon shade, Vintage Grandma. But I don't want to do that. I'm actually going to go into this shade No. It says no. Maybe it's Noel. Who cares? Which is going to be this shade. I'm going to put that on the lid close to the pink liner. I'm going to leave the in portion of the eye, this part, I'm going to leave that empty, okay? So I'm going to put this right here. Just bringing that over to the pink. Now, I think you're seeing that so many of these shades really just go gold and or green on me. So that's mostly why I'm like, we can retire her, because that's not really what I'm featuring right now. I'm a little bit sick of everything going gold and green. I'm gonna take my brush that I used to put on that gray eyeshadow, no added product, and I'm just gonna buff that where that meets the gray, so we have a little bit of a nice blend, you know? Oops, here we are. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's cute. Honestly, that looks like Sunset from LA Girl. Okay, now we are not wearing green, but I really am very tempted to put this green on the inner. I'm also tempted to put Angela on the inner just to see what she does. Angela it is, because Angela is my favorite shade. It's the one that I'm really trying to get to do things that I want, and she just continues to do whatever the hell she wants to do. So Angela is a boss bitch that way. I'm gonna go ahead and stick that on the inner portion. It literally looks like the same shade. Great. That's great. Exactly what I wanted in that not at all kind of way. Okay, this look is taking a turn. But you know, that's what makeup play is all about. That's what we're here for. Okay? And these are applying quite nice over the fluid eye paints. There's a little bit of a drag that is actually quite helpful because it's really helping me to smooth out the multi-chromes without having to apply a large amount of them. So I'm getting a really soft wash of them, which I really enjoy. So it basically just, it doesn't look textured, it doesn't look like chunky and super glittery. I like that. All right. On the lower lash line, we're going to take that same orange we used for the brow bone. That's going to go on the inner corner where we actually put orange. It's just going to be a very multi-chrome heavy, shimmer heavy look. Okay. All right. You know, I'm quite tempted to put blue where that gray is, but we're gonna skip that. I feel like I need something on the inner corner. I don't want to use the white shade, Lola, because that's going to flip green. It's a very, very bright green. So let's just leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some mascara. I think I'm going to change the lip with this look. What do you think? Tell me now. Yes? Change it? Sheba. Not Sheba. Sheba? Not Sheba? Okay, we'll see. Okay. I took your advice. You decided that I should change my lip, and so I did. Not Sheba, but it is Juvia's place. It's fine. We're wearing Nile, right? Right? Now, who are you? Soil. Soil from the Juvia's Place Nubian Earth lipstick collection, okay? So I went ahead and I put on some mascara. We're using Benefit, their real mascara. I never really tell you what mascaras I'm using because it's mascara, girl. Use whatever one works for you. But we're finished. Now I can finally say we are done with the little spotlight series I'm doing here on my channel for Miss Juvia's Place, the Rebel Grays. What a fun little quad. Now, it is true, I did not use the shims as much as I could have, and that's okay. There's more days. I've got plenty of eyeshadow remover, so we can do that if we need to. But as it stands, I had a great time with this shade, which really makes me happy because I do have a 42 pan smoky palette from Beauty Bay. So we have lots of different grays that we can do, and the fun is just going to keep on coming, and I'm super excited for that. I love these multi-chromes on this look, but I still, I'm trying to get to a point where multi-chromes don't disappoint me in this way, where I'm just getting the same shades. Like, I don't really feel like I need both this orange shade and Angela or the shade I put here, because they're translating the same. It looks like I have one multi-chrome on. If I'm being honest, it looks like two, because the orange one is quite orange, but again, it's on a yellow base. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a whole testing, playing, mixing, matching series on all my multi-chromes with my Made by Mitchell color cases. Because what better product to use than those colored bases to try to get these multi-chromes to act right, okay? But thank you so much for tuning into my channel. It's been me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, and you already know that because I did try to put Sheba on, and that's how you knew it was me. Make sure you drink some waters. I'm having waters right now. And you're taking care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. It's going to be very soon. Until then, take care. Bye.